Hello, good morning. Happy Tuesday morning. It is pretty early, but not too obnoxious. Having a quick sip of coffee here, and we will get started. Had a great weekend away. Extended weekend. Grab my chair here. And I found this, it's called Faux leather wide ribbon, and I got it $1.74, believe it or not, at Hobby Lobby. And I've never used this, but I could not help but think this would be a fabulous journal cover. So I got several different kinds and took one of these. I want to see if we can't come up with a journal cover. Took one of these guys and cut it in half. It was definitely too long. Not sure if we want to go this size or this size. Let's go with the smaller to get started. Maybe we can do it without getting too crazy ambitious. So what I want to do, I want to open this up. See if I can do that without making them, well, here. Let's open it up this way. And then we're just going to cut that bottom out. This is one of those, I can't remember what they're called. You put your bills in them. I wonder if it even says on it. It might. Does it say? Nope, surely does not. Okay, well, that's all right. So let's cut this extra edge off that we don't need. And see what we can end up with here for a journal. I don't usually make the journal covers first, but I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. I know a lot of people do, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. Now we do need to decide, do we want this to be a super fat chunky journal like this? I think that might be a bit much. So let's cut this down to half. We'll reinforce the spine by doubling it up. So let's get rid of this. And we're gonna cut this right down the center. As straight as we can. If it's not perfect, that's okay. And then we're going to glue that together. And that'll be a better choice. Okay, let's glue this together. And pop that right down, making sure that I don't get so close that it won't close. We are okay. Let's just hold this down for a second. I wasn't sure what glue we need to use on this. I've seen people use art glitter glue though. I might do a little bit of extra with with our 3-in-1, just to give it a little bit of extra stick. I think that would make me more comfortable. So yeah, better. And then we'll take this and we're going to give it the same depth of fold on these pre-scored lines. That'll give us a nice overlap, overhang. Is that too small? That's too small. Wrong one. One more. Oops, that's okay though. I think we'll be just fine. If it gets a little curly on the outside, I think that's all right, because ideally we're going to stuff it full of all kinds of fun stuff. So let's, I'm not sure how much fold over we're going to want on here. A little concerned about this corner. We might want to, here, we might want to take a little bit of this and fill in. Oh, here, what about this guy? Will he work? Oh, look at that. He will. All right, perfect. Perfect. That's, yeah, it's got a fold in it. However, we will still be okay. Ooh, let's make sure we get it straight. That would be unfortunate. And I'm not sure about rounding the corners. I'm not sure how we would do that. Well, as long as we, I suppose, as long as we didn't, maybe I want to keep it flat on the top and just round it on the bottom. So what I'm trying to decide is, do we just cover it or do we fold over? Let's take a look at what that might do if we fold over. We would need to fold over quite a lot, but it would give us a nicer finish, but really bulky. Well, let's go ahead and try it, because here's the thing. I'd rather try it on a smaller one and find out it doesn't work than go to a big one and then be really sad because I've wasted more. And then we'll go over the inside with some paper. All right, let's do it. So let's get straight here. I'm gonna use the lines. Pull it over here so we can see better. Let's use the lines here. And this. And I think we did a roughly here. That does look pretty straight. All right. I didn't put the thing down. It's all right. Let's see. We're just going to struggle and learn together. Cuts nice and easy. Oh, well, I guess I wouldn't have had to worry much. I guess we'll just have to make a little bitty one to go with it or something. Guess that one will be just a single fold. Let's see. All right. Well, that's good to know how much space we've actually got. So, should we want to do this on a great big one, I think we would be able to, we could still get a pretty good sized one out of that. All right, so let's see here how we are going to attempt this. right in the middle, I'm sure. Equal on the sides. Oh, so since you see my hand, you'll probably notice. Last Thanksgiving, I lost the stone out of my wedding ring, and we just got it fixed, and I am just, I can't even tell you how pleased I am. So excited. So that's where my extra sparkle's coming from. I am going, here, there should be some left in here. This is my previous bottle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a lot. Put a decent amount of glue on there. And hopefully I can get this to come down relatively fast. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get some of this on there. Let's see if we can't smear that around a little bit. Oh, gross. That stuff is so gooey. All the way to the edges. All right, oops. And I moved it all over the place. All right here. Let's see. Hold that down a bit and see what we might end up with. I'm assuming it's going to take oh, come on, come on. I'm right at the end of this bottle. I didn't want to lose all that. Well, that was bubbling up out of the top. Now, if we decide that we really are not going to like how it looks when it's folded, we can always take it off. You can always trim it and then use these strips as a closure or something to that effect. I'm trying to think what else we would want to put on. So disgusting. What else we would want to put on the cover, because we certainly can't just leave it. And I was thinking this would be cool. Now, here's the big question. Let me stick this upside down for a second. If we put this on, I think definitely like this. Do we want to put it on? We're going to line the inside with paper, so Brad's will be covered. I think it'll be okay to do it after. I'd like to put a little bit of something behind it so that it stands out better. Seems to be gripping well. Okay, that is happy news for us. Okay, so we're flat. Let's see if we have enough in here to do the next section. We do. And I don't even know that we need the 3-in-1, but I'm a little nervous to not use it. Although we are folding over the edges, so now would be the time, I suppose, to experiment, huh? When I've seen I watched somebody else using this stuff to see how they adhered it, and it was with the art glitter glue. So we'll give it a shot here and see what it does. I'm not sure how we want to do this rounded corner, or if we want to make that square just for ease. And I'm trying to think of what our best way to do our miters would be. And I'm thinking we would want to fold it like this and then cut a single line so that they would match up perfectly. The problem with this is too much bulk is going to make such a mess. Right. That seems to be holding pretty good, although it's probably not helping that I'm also pulling it. I still think that I want to use some of this though. How I had something sitting on my desk at one point where I could set my glue upside down and it was wonderful. All right, washi, you're it. Will you hold? Ta-da! Okay, next section. I'm getting excited. I hope this turns out as pretty as I think it could. I want every last drop out of this thing. I have more, so we're not going to run out. I feel like it's a terrible sin to waste the best glue on the planet. I'm really going to be wasting it if I let it dry, so I probably should get on it and stop messing, huh? Stop taking so long. Okay. Get our goopy. Get this all around. Right to the edges. All right. I'm gonna put the lid on here so it doesn't spill all over. So this is going to be our front cover. All right. Yeah, because we're going to have a wrap around. So I'm thinking, let's try it this way. This might be the completely wrong way to do it, but we're going to give it a try. And we're going to see how this works. That would go there. Maybe we should clip that. There's that. Now, can we manage We want something underneath it, but I don't think that we can fit my great big thing under there. Let's put this under. Can we scooch that in there? Oh, come on. I have a feeling that I'm trying to do this too meticulous and completely probably unnecessary to make it this difficult, but let's see. Let's see what we do. I could do math. Where'd the knife go? I had it because I used it. There it is. All right, let's see. Up with virtually an exactly straight line. Okay. Well then, you know what this is going to tell me? That we don't have to be that particular. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut a line and we're going to leave that much overhang. Clearly I didn't get it very even. Here. Let's hope, we're going to hope for the best. Just make sure we make it that even. All right, now this was our fold over. Yes, okay. And it's a good thing we made this so chunky. Do we want to have over first? It's not going to be an exact. Let's do the ends first. I think that'll be easier. This might be just our, you know, this might be quite the struggle video. Let's put plenty, oh, not there. Let's just go ahead and put it on here. Oh, gross. Oh, that stuff is so disgusting. Okay, guys, let's see. Let's see what we end up with here. A bunch of glue where we didn't need it, for one thing. Super messy hands. I'm gonna have to hold it the whole length, at least for a moment, I think. And then maybe we can clip it. I don't want to leave a bunch of dents either. We may find out that this is just better done with trimming to match the edge of the paper. Not feeling super confident about this just at the moment. Let's see. Let's clip that down here. Let's give that a moment and I will be back so you don't have to just sit and wait. All right, let's reveal and see what we got going on here. Is it gonna stay? Oh, we did get little dents. Man, that's what I didn't want to happen. Hopefully those will, yeah, it looks like they're coming. No, I'm not feeling so confident about that. All right, we're gonna have a change of plans. And it might just be because of that extra tension. I know it didn't help that I peeled it off, but I think I'm going to trim it and I might pull out the sewing machine. Unless it looks like it's gonna stay. So we're gonna trim it. Thank you for coming along with me on our little experiment today. Sorry, I'm out of frame. I'm trying to be careful here. It's definitely the more efficient way to do it. And we do have to remember, these are junk journals. So perfection, it doesn't have to be perfect, but we want it to look nice and well made. We're going to cover the inside with paper. So I'm not concerned there. Let's go ahead and have one rounded corner. That might look kind of cool. All right. Let's get these out of the way and see where we're at. That looks pretty sharp, I think. Not too shabby. Not too bad. Now, I'm going to pull out the sewing machine and stitch around it, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm going to say that was successful. I like that a lot better. I feel like we are in a good spot for it being sturdy. I think that this is going to be good. Okay, so next thing we need to decide. Now I said we should put this on the front, but clearly this is way too big. I do have this smaller one that might fit okay. The other thing that I pulled out, I have this clasp that I got from Temu a while ago, thinking that we might be able to use it. So let's take a look. It's got those tiny screws. We would not attach it with screws. Oh, how pretty. I think we'd want it to go down, right? So it would be, do we have anything roughly the right size? Let me set this underneath it to see. So it would be, let's see, here's our, I think we'd want it right about here. I am going to go ahead and clip this closed so we can kind of see what's going on. I think this would fit. and I think it would be beautiful. So maybe we should go ahead and plan on using this. Now, do we also want this here? Maybe with, or we could go here. I don't know if we want that there or not. What else might we want to use on there? It could be something. Okay, I might have lied. This is starting to get a little fun. I might have said it, maybe I was just thinking to myself, this isn't a very fun video, but I'm kind of starting to get excited to see it coming together. Sometimes I wonder if it's a good idea to try brand new things on video, but you know what? Why not? We all learn together. Can we do something like this and put I don't know. Let's see, what else might... Nice. Oh, if we did this, we could put... Wow, that would be hard to get down. Maybe what we do is we do a closure, and when we bind in the signature, we could do some cool eyelets, have dangles, and have that kind of stuff to make it look cool. I think that is our better option. So here's what I want to do. I want to make sure that's straight along this edge, and it looks like it is. Now, how are we going to mark this? What about a Posca? Posca might work nicely. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a little glue dot. Whoa, that's a big glue dot. I'm glad I did that before. All right, let's hold this where it goes. Make a tiny dot. There. So that's going to close and open just fine. There and there. And see, we should probably let that dry, huh? Or we're just gonna smear it all over. And then I pick it up. Okay, this is getting a little fun, guys. Having a little fun. Let's get that out of the way. We'll poke our holes. And we'll put some brads in there. Now, let's see. Grab our brads and we'll pick what we want. Carefully move that out of the way while it's drying. And we need to pick, we've got a couple of size options. Now, the little ones might actually work okay, but I'm not 100% confident about that. They have, their legs are a little short. What would these look like? Are these too big? I don't think the, whoa, eek. Missiles fired. stop doing that, gosh. So we could go with these. I feel better about the length of those legs. I really think the giant ones are too big. But we've got them right here, so let's just take a look. I know this is the wrong color, but yeah, that's too much. Too big, too big, too big. All right, so we're gonna go with the medium ones. Now let's see if we have enough of the right color. Let's just pull some out. I think this is what we're going for. There's 4. There and there. Or we could, if we wanted to, have a contrast. See our contrasty options. I don't like the silver. So do we want not that? I'll have to see which we like better. Let's just hold it over. I think I like the, I think I like the antique-y look better. All right, so here are our 6 of those. And let's use our little thing here to hold them. And where is our little foam? There it is. For poking. And our pokey tool. All right, guys. Time to go for it. Let's put this in here. All right, and now this side. I'm glad I made holes because they don't look quite exactly straight, but we made sure. We were super careful. Okay. I could probably use the crocodile. Might be a better choice, but we're going to try this. Okay. Alright, so he goes here. Let's see if we can manage this okay. Oh, super easy. All right. So let's stick these in. Yeah, those little ones would have not worked well. Okay, so that's in our way, so we probably... Now, hopefully it stays straighty-ish for us. There is a little bit of give. I think that might be okay. I know it's not going to come out because we're going to... A little bit of give might not be a bad thing. All right, now let's put this fella on. Legs put sideways, nice and tight. Oh, my husband's leaving for work. If you hear the truck out the window. And this. I'm trying to really push them in there good and snug. All right, let's see what we've got here. Oh yeah. Guys, not too shabby for a couple of bucks. I think I paid $2 something for this. I maybe could have got it a little closer, but there is just a bit of give, but I think that's okay. A little bit of give. I like it. I think that it turned out really cool. So now what we want to do is let's decide where we might want some decorative elements. I'm thinking up here in the corner would look really pretty. So let's go in. We maybe could put a ribbon there or something to hold, or to dangle. So maybe we'll do 2 eyelets in there. Let me grab my eyelets. And if we want to put some like twine and maybe some beads or some charms, we can pick those once we get the inside of the journal done and we have an idea a little bit more of the exact look that we're going to have. So let's open this guy back up. Let's grab a couple of eyelets. Obviously, we're not going to get real far with making of a journal today, but we're going to get our cover, and that is good progress. All right, so I'm going to use the same color, and we don't want it on our fold, we want it on our front. So I'll turn this around. There's our fold line, so there's our big hole. How about, I'm going to go beyond the stitching. Let's go here and here. All right. Just eyeball there. Stick that in. Oh, I might have whoa, I might have eyeballed a little low. You know what? Doesn't matter. You know what we should have done? We should have put our paper on the inside before we put our eyelets in. Yeah, because it's going to look messy if we don't do it that way. All right, we got a little ahead of myself. All right, let's pick a paper for the inside and see. Let's see, what kind of paper might we want? Is it less than 12 inches? Yes. Barely. Okay, so let's pull out this. Oof. Let's pull out this Paper Studio one. Is there anything in here that we really like? Those keys might look kind of cool. And with a dark background, or the newsprint, let's see. This isn't smaller than 12 inches. What am I thinking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Silly me. Okay. But that's okay. We can do a different paper on our spine if we want. Let's do newsprint and keep the inside dark, like the outside. Okay. So how shall we do this? I'm going to mark here. And a mark here. And will that get us? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go trim this up. And let's see how tall. Let me do that first. Right about there. Okay, I'm gonna go trim this and I'll be right back. Okay, pieces are trimmed. Now, let's ink up our edges. This one will have to be, I think I'm going to ink the inside of the journal too, just to cover up some of that brown. But let's ink our edges. Let's get that guy saturated. Just, we want to make sure we have these nice finishes on here. And then what I'm envisioning for the finished product is a couple of signatures here with plenty of room to stuff it. We'll probably put a pocket or maybe even a little collage on the inside cover. We could do a collage with a pocket. Do that. And then this. We'll ink these sides. It'll be easiest to trim at the top. Oh, we don't need to trim it at the top. We'll trim it on the sides. Okay. Let's ink these. And let's go in and darken this on the edges here. A little more depth. You'll still be able to tell it's brown, but I think it'll just tie back in nicely. And if you forget to do this, you can do it after too, because you'll have your paper down and it's also inked. So if you can see, it just ties that in a bit better. I don't know why I'm too lazy to put dark colored thread on the inside of my bobbin. I hate changing bobbins. So I just leave it white. You're not going to see it anyway. And if you do, then it's like, oh, hey, design, right? We'll call it a design. All right, I like that. Anything that shows through is going to be a little grungy, which is wonderful. We like that. All right, now, let's see. These should be the same size, but let's just make sure we've got things exactly how we want them before we start gluing. See, I think they're maybe that one's a little smaller than I thought. I got a little excessive, I think, with this one. Let's trim this one down. That's better. I like that better. Okay, now let's re-ink. these puppies where they live. All right. This is coming together better than, I mean, we always have high hopes, right? Got a little worried there for a minute. But I think it's turning out okay. Not okay, it's turning out better. It's turning out good. Guys, we're doing fine. That is what I need to say. We are doing just fine. Let's get that centered. I'm okay to have that little bit of a frame around it. I like that look. Just gonna push that down. I'm gonna glue clear to the edges. I'm fine with a little squashage. Be okay. Right. There's that guy. Now this one. I'm going to put a little extra glue around the brads. And you can tape them down. I don't think we need to here because this is a large piece of paper. If you were only going to have a small piece of paper and any risk of it popping through, you would definitely want to tape those down. Let's not put our newspaper on upside down. We're on the top, doing fine on the bottom. All right, this one I'm gonna have to squash down up like this because of our clasp on the front. Clear to the edge. I might need to put a little bit more glue around this edge, and I'm fine with that. Let's make sure that's really good and glued. We want that guy sealed up. Especially on this edge here that's going to be opening and closing. All right. Now, dare we try to trim this before we glue it on? Why not? We can be brave. I'm just holding this, making a mark, and we will cut that on the inside of that line. And remember, we've got some leeway for a little bit of a frame, so no worries. There. How's that gonna look? Perfect. Nothing wrong with tracing, guys. Oh, we need to ink this edge, don't we? Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. This is not a, you know, it's a pretty quick process too. Really, I mean, if you take off our trial and error piece, not too long. Let's get that outside lined up really nicely. This one's a little bit trickier with the larger clasp, but we'll get it. We will get it. I would be concerned if we were gluing to the leather, but having the, well, faux leather, having this glued down to this paper is going to work good. I feel like we need more ink on there too, but all right. So I'll put our glue away. And let's repunch those holes. I thought I lost him already. All right, pokey tool. There we go. Let's repunch those holes. Lining them up just so. Right, and let's get this set back to a 2 for our large. Is that being wonky? Why is that being weird? There we go. A2 for our large eyelets with a washer. Here. Actually, I should do it this way. I fumble with this every time. All right, washer in, flat side down. Can I get it on there? All right. And a squeeze. Yeah, I'm very glad we did this after the paper. That would have looked quite messy with just a raggedy old paper. Backing with a weird lump and a cut, and we made a good choice, guys. All right, let's give this guy a squeeze. All right. Ooh, that's fun stuff, guys. It's fun stuff. All right, let's see. So here we go. How pretty is that going to be? And I am totally envisioning that when we sew in the spines, we'll probably put a couple more eyelets here and have something hanging there as well. You could put a tag. Oh, we're going to have so much fun finishing this, guys. But for now, that's it for today. We're right at an hour. So see, not too shabby for an hour's worth of work, you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye.